So, welcome back, third graders. For those that were here a couple weeks ago, we are now caught up with the rest of your classmates, or to the point that you got on your picture. Get that picture in front of you. Obviously, need a pencil and an eraser if you don't already have that. And for those that just did this part of the face, let's finish it. So at this point, we are going to, let's just do the ears. Let's finish the ears to begin with. So we have this little box right here that what we're going to do at the top is kind of right here, we're going to do a little bit of a rainbow. Okay, a little bit of a hook at the top there. And I'm going to erase the rest so you can kind of see what that looks like. It's a little harder to see, but see how we did kind of like a lip here. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, where I'm going to do a rainbow, and then I can erase what was above that, okay? And you see the ear now there on either side. This one, it looks like I need to make a little better, okay? Then we're going to take that box. We're going to make that box dark to about 3/4 of the way down, okay? Same thing on there. So I'm going to actually make it dark on the other side, 3/4 of the way down. And now when we get to 3/4 of the way down, we're going to kind of come in and loop up and down for the earlobe. Okay, see how that looks more natural now? I'm going to do a little erasing. Okay, so again, about 3/4 of the way down, we're going to come in, and then we're going to do an upside down rainbow to show the bottom of it, okay? And I'm going to make this, I can make this a little darker, okay? I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Again, about 3/4 of the way down, we're going to kind of come in a little bit, and then we're going to loop under and do an upside down rainbow for that part of the ear. Going to erase. Again, the nice thing with doing a video like this, you can pause it by hitting the space bar. I think that pauses it. I'm actually not sure. But you can get to this step and just take a moment to do this part of it, okay? So do that part of the ear, and we're finished with the ear, okay? The next step we're going to do is we're going to do the eyes. So remember we did this middle line right here, okay? We're going to do an eye, obviously, on this side and an eye on that side, okay? So looking at this, I am going to kind of make a box in between. Okay, kind of see where I did that there? If I turn the light a little bit, it's easier for you guys to see my picture there. On the same thing on the other side, I'm going to do kind of a box in the middle. So you guys can kind of see now where right here is going to be one eye, right here is going to be the other eye. So I have my line in the middle, and then from the ear to the middle, I kind of did a box right in the middle and a box right in the middle of the other one. Now that we've done that, we can actually erase this line going up and down from the top of the head to the chin, and I can erase that middle line in the middle there, okay? Get rid of all my eraser pieces, and now I just have those lines right there where my eyes are gonna go, okay? That one looks a little bit too wide. Let's move that guy in a little. Okay, now our eyes are actually not too hard to do. They're basically the shape of an almond or a flat football. And we're gonna do one eye, one football, flat football from this line to this line. We're gonna go up, and we're gonna come down with our little tear duct here. Okay, so I'm gonna draw this dark so you can really see it as I'm doing it. You might not wanna do it too dark to begin with, okay? I'm going to come up and down to a point. Now this part's a little bit more round by the nose and a little bit more pointed at the edge. I'm going to be round here and come down. And up to that point. Okay, you see the eye there? Now I'm going to do the same thing over on the other side where I'm going to go up. This is the part of the football that's not flat. Then I'm going to do this part a little bit more round and down and then up to the corner of the eye like that, okay? That's the general idea. Now looking at this, it looks like this eye might need to be a little bigger compared to the other eye, okay? So those are our eyes. Now, obviously they look a little freaky, right? Because we don't have the pupil, the colored part of our eye, the iris and the pupil inside of it. So right now, in the middle here, I'm gonna make a circle. And the circle touches the bottom and goes almost like it disappears above the top of it there. Okay, so see how it touches the bottom of the eye and then it almost disappears behind the eyelid at the top, okay? Take your time, do a nice good circle to show the iris. Then do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so that's the colored part of our eye, that's the iris. And then we're going to do a small circle in the middle. Don't color it in because we're going to actually color it in with color pencils. And there is our iris in the middle. Okay. So those are our eyes. Now they look a little funny because we don't got any eyebrows. So let's draw an eyebrow shape above the eye that look a little more natural. Okay, and we'll draw an eyebrow shape above the other one. Notice how the eyebrow is more rounded by the nose and pointed out at the edge, okay? And at this point, I think we have done a lot of work already this week. We've watched our video. For some of you, you had to catch up from last week. So at this point, I think we are going to stop. Oh, let's do one more thing. Let's do one more thing to the ear because I feel like the ear looks not quite finished. We're going to do one more thing to the ear, and then that's going to be our art class for this week, okay? Next week, we'll do the nose, the lips, and the hair because we do still have quite a bit to do. So let's do one more thing for the ears, okay, to make them feel a little bit more natural. We're going to do another kind of rainbow at the top like that. We're going to come down the side. And remember where we kind of came into the head right there? You guys see where I'm talking about? We're going to come around and back up. That feels a little bit more natural like an ear, and then we can really see our eardrum. Girls, if you want to pull an earring, you're welcome to. Totally up to you. And on the other side again, we're going to do our little part of ours there. We're going to come down, and then right where we come in again, we're going to loop it around and come back up, okay? So at this point, I think we've had a lot of art class this week. So this is a great place to start. Again, next week for our class, we'll do a little bit more review with Pablo Picasso, and we will finish the nose together, the lips, and then I'll show you a few different ways that you can do the hair on your person, your Pablo Picasso person. And if you want to hit the space bar or the arrow, you can look again at some of the pictures of what we'll be finishing for our Pablo Picasso pictures. So have a great week, you guys. And I'll add a slide at the end of this slide presentation for next week for how to finish up the rest of the face. So have a great week, third graders, and we'll see you next week.